Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna go ahead and do my day moisturizer. Hey Sonia, how are you? Hey Mary. Hey Charlene, how are you? Hey Melissa. I did my exfoliating mask in the shower this morning. Hey Dana, how are you? And last night at bedtime I did the new hydrating mask. Hey Tracy, how are you? I did sleep in the hydrating mask and there were no greasiness on my pillow. How's everybody doing? And this is the day moisturizer. It comes in a pretty good sized jar. I have been able to tell a difference in the moisturizing of my skin. Hey Donna, how are you? Now I'm going to go in with my rose water. And this helps with pore size and redness, and if you get sunburn, bug bites. How's everybody's Saturday going? I got up super early and ran in the United Way jingle run, and now I'm fixing to go paint in a painting class. Now I'm going to go in with my hydrating primer, and I'm going to use this little brush. It has a well for portion control. And I'm just going to concentrate it right here, mostly underneath my eyes. But you really do need to use a primer. It will help your makeup from settling into your wrinkles and your fine lines. Just make sure you get it rubbed in really good. It was really cold running this morning, but it turned out well. I enjoy running. I'm going to give that just a few seconds to get it absorbed. I have like 3 cans of spray foundation. I'm just trying to find the right one. This is the color Eyelet. You just have to make sure you get it shaken up well because it's aerosol. And I'm going to be using this brush. It is a professional foundation brush. And I'm just going to use this mirror here just to, it's hard to put makeup on looking into your phone. You can use a kabuki brush. Hey Dottie, how are you? And I'm not going to go underneath my eyes because I'm going to use a different shade there, just to kind of brighten underneath my eyes. This is full coverage makeup. You don't have to have the concealer. Jessie, how are you? I'm actually going to switch mirrors when I don't have to hold and look into. I don't do makeovers, Tracy. I don't really have the extra makeup to do that. I've just really started wearing makeup again. But I'd be more than glad to answer any questions you have about any of the products if I can. If I don't know the answer, I will find the answers. Hey Heather, how are you? How's everybody's weekend going? And I just try to make sure I got this rubbed in really well. This makeup's very lightweight. It doesn't feel like you have anything on. Like I said, I'm going to go underneath my eyes with a different color. I'm going to use Scarlet, which is our lightest color. And this is just to kind of brighten up underneath my eyes to make me look like I'm more awake. And this is just a smaller version of the other brush. And I'm going to get right here in the corner of my eyes. So I got that and shaken up very well. Or I missed the brush, probably. How are you, Susan? And instead of rubbing here, I'm just going to pat. And we really want a thin coat here because the majority of us older ladies have wrinkles. And we don't want a thick layer here because we don't want it to settle into our wrinkles. I'm just going to make sure I get that right there. We have a thinning layer right here, and you can see our veins there. Okay, Tracy, just send me a message. I'd be more than glad to answer. Like I said, if I don't know the answer, I will find out for you, okay? And if you happen to get too much like I just did, we will blend that away. Just dab it, don't rub it. Hey Mary, how are you? We want to blend it to where you can't see where one starts and one stops. Ouch. I always hit my elbows like 1,000 times. And even though I just had that brush, I can't find it. So I'm just going to kind of dab this because I got a little carried away. No worries though, everything is fixable. Guys, nobody's perfect with makeup. Nobody. Have a good day, Tracy. Hey honey, how are you? I know you're watching, I can see you. Okay, now I am going to take my setting powder, and this is the Behold setting powder, and I have taken the screen out just to where I can get to it quickly. And we call this baking. And I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes. I'm just going to like staple it in. And this will also help to keep your concealer or any makeup you've applied underneath your eyes from settling into your wrinkles and your fine lines once it heats up to your body temperature. This is called baking. just kind of stapling that in. Just gonna let it sit there for a few minutes. And while that is doing that, I am going to actually try something different today. Hey Sierra. I'm going to use stick foundation for my bronzer. Something new, I've never done it before. Hey Amber. So we will see how this works. I'm just going to take and make a mark right here, right underneath my cheekbone. And this is not a very dark contrast, so this may not work for me. This is actually my darkest summer color when I was tanning. So I may actually have to go in with a little bit of powder afterwards. Just right up around your hairline. Thank you, Amber. Not as gorgeous as you are. So this may not work. I didn't think it would be a good color for me to do, but we will see. And I may not even actually have a good brush to even be trying to do this. Hey Regina, how are you? So I'm going to take this brush here, which is just a round brush, and I'm just going to kind of buff it out. Hey Cassie, how are you? So if you guys have been seeing me post about this month's kudos and you think that's not for you because you've already have a color of stick foundation and you don't need a new one, that's why I was going to do the stick foundation for my bronzer, because you can always snag another kudos with a darker stick foundation for either your concealer, a lighter color for your concealer, and a darker color for your bronzer. But obviously this color is not dark enough for my bronzer. It's not bad, but it's not as dark as I like. Use my kabuki brush. Yeah. I don't even, my kabuki brush isn't over here. I've been using these, Sierra, so I don't have my kabuki brush over here. This one's working pretty good. But it's definitely not dark enough to be a bronzer color for me. So after I get this buffed in just a little bit, I'm going to go in with the color I've been using, my pressed powder. It's not bad for a bronzer, but it's still not quite as dark as I like it. Like I said yesterday, if y'all have been watching any of my posts, I have fell in love with eyeshadow. I used to be really afraid of eyeshadow, and bronzer was also something else I was afraid of. But I have grown to really love bronzer too. I was really scared of using it. Not anymore. So this is what I have been using. It's called Jacquard, and it is a pressed powder. I got it in a bundle, and it is a pressed powder foundation, and the color was too dark for me, but this is good for a bronzer. I don't like shimmer in my bronzer, so this is what I've been using for my bronzer. You just go underneath your cheekbone. I used to be afraid of a lot of things. Running was one of them. You see, when I started out running, I would not run on the front side of the track. I would walk on the front side of the track. I did not want anybody watching me run. And now I am running in 5Ks at least 3 times a week. And now I'm going to go up here just at my hairline. And just like I said earlier, nobody's perfect. You know why, guys? Because something that I forgot to do, put on my setting powder. I did not. You know how I know? Because my skin is tacky. My skin is tacky. So when I get this blended out just a little bit, or actually, I am going to stop and do that right now before I actually blend that. See, nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. I did put it underneath my eyes. I just take and brush it on. If anybody tries to tell you they're perfect at makeup, they are fibbing. But you need to put setting powder on your cream or liquid foundation to set it. And it'll also give it a matte finish. Hey Tina, how are you? Okay, now I am going to blend out that bronzer. Hey Amanda. And if you happen to blend away too much of your bronzer, you can always go back in. But bronzing helps create the illusion of thinning face, so it will make you look like you've lost weight. I had somebody comment to me at work if I have lost more weight, and I haven't, so obviously the bronzer is making me look like I have lost more weight. And I'm going to put some bronzer underneath my lip to create the illusion of a fuller bottom lip. Hey Madison, how are you? You can do the top lip too if you want to. I'm good, Madison. The key is just making sure you get it blended out. You don't want to walk around looking like you have dirt around your mouth. And if you do your jawline, it makes you look like you have a chiseled jawline. I'm going to put on my blush, and I think I am going to use, I like Surreal, it's my favorite, but today I think I'm going to use Stunning, and it's this real pretty pink. And I'm going to go right on top of the bronzer. I went and ran that 5K, and then I came home and took a nap. My running partner isn't feeling well, so I had to do it alone today, and that was a challenge. I almost quit, but I didn't. She did come and support me, and she even came right before the finish line and ran the light, probably the last 100 yards, I guess. But I'm telling you, it's hard to run alone. It's lonely. I'm just going to kind of blend that out just a little bit. It's a real pretty pink. This Surreal is my favorite though. It's a more of a purplish color, and it looks really dark, but it's pretty on. Hey Linda, how are you? Okay, now I'm going to take this setting powder and I'm going to put it on my jawline, and I'm just going to leave it there. Just to add a contrast to that bronzer. In a few minutes I will brush it away. If you came down too far with your bronzer, this will help correct it. I'm going to make sure I've got it underneath my eyes really good, in case I get crazy with my eyeshadow. That way if I have any kind of fallout, I can just brush it away. Hey Dana, how are you? Okay, I'm going to go in with this real pretty color. It's called Gingerly. I had that one that I did the other day that was real pretty. I don't know if you saw it. I should have looked at my colors. They're on my phone. I know Gingerly is one of them. I can't really remember the other colors. I'm just going to go with a few, Sierra. But I know it was Gingerly, and I think Fervent. I'm not even really sure. But I really like Gingerly as my base color. So that's what we're going to go with. But it was Gingerly and Fervent. And I'm not even really sure what those other colors were. I want to say it was Gingerly, Fanatical, Fervent, and then I want to say Optimistical. But I have several eye looks on my phone, and I didn't look at them before I started this live, so. But I did use my Y-Cash to order that uplift cream or serum, and I did look at my pillow. I don't know if you were on here when I was talking about it, but I did look at my pillow to make sure there wasn't any transfer onto my pillow from that hydrating mask. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, wing it. Hey Amanda, how are you? But I just think it's weird how I was so afraid of eyeshadows before. I was just not anymore. I'm not afraid to try bold colors. I am afraid of that palette 7 though. No, I'm not gonna lie there. And the way I look at it, if nobody wants to look, turn your head. I'm doing me, you do you. No, Sierra, I just made sure that I got it rubbed in good. But like I said, we were out late last night at a basketball game. And I don't usually do a lot of rolling around, turning over and stuff. I do lay on my side, but I don't know if I did a lot of rolling over last night. So I don't know really how to tell you that. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Fanatical, and this is it's a really pretty golden shimmer. I'm going to put that on my lid. I want to see you try it, Sierra. You're good at it. I'm not. I'm still learning. There's some of the looks that are real pretty. See, this is a pretty bold. This may not be the one look I did the other day. But oh well. It'll all work out in the wash. I want you to, Sierra. I want you to get back to doing your lives. You're good at it. And that's where I learned a lot of my stuff from, is watching you, girl. And if you're not doing them, I'm not learning. I thought I'd have to foil this, but it's really showing up pretty good. Now I'm going to go in with, I have to get my, that's nonsensical there. Fervent is this color right here. It's this real pretty maroon color. Hey Jane, how are you? This Fervent is a very pretty maroon color. And guys, if you're like me and have a hooded eye, you can go up above your crease just a little bit to where you can be sure and see your crease color. Hey Lisa, how are you? I have a hard time getting my eyes to match. We just try to get them like close cousins, distant cousins, whatever you want to call it. I did get a headache from running today. I don't know why, but I did. Now I'm going to just like blend this out, just so there's no harsh edges where you can't see where one color starts and one stops. Just ever so lightly. And then I'm going to take Optimistic. Hey Brittany, how are you? And you can't really even see that gingerly. You can, but you can't. And if you happen to blend too much of the way of your fervent, you can always go back in and add just a little bit. But I think that's going to be good. Like I said, I'm going to go in with Optimistic. And that's this real pretty color here. You can actually use this as a highlighter. A lot of the products are dual products. You can use them multiple different ways. And this will kind of open up the eye a little bit. This is one of my favorite colors to use. That's weird, Lisa. I know Katie has problems with her lives, people not being able to hear her and stuff, but I've never really had no issues. But that didn't mean anything. If y'all don't care though, network my video for me. I would love to hit pink this month. I've been trying really hard. I'm going to blend that out just a little bit, just to blend that Optimistic, sorry. Just where you can't tell where one starts and one stops. And then I'm going to touch my brows up just a little bit. I don't do a whole lot to my brows. I need to practice on doing those. I don't have the brow palette or anything. I just kind of use my pencil, fill them in just a little bit. I would love someday to have them microbladed, but they leave a lot to be desired, where I have done over plucking for years. Hey Stacy, how are you? Just gonna brush through them. And this is the pencil in the color Light. It has a pretty good tip on it. And I just kind of outline them just a little bit. Like I said, I don't go crazy with them. Just kind of mark through them here, just to kind of fill it in. Just go with the natural flow of the hair. And then just comb through them again. This side is a little wonky. I'm trying to get this part right here to fill in. I've been using the Lash Serum. I did have a spot right here that did not have any hair, but it has filled in. So now I'm focusing on this one spot right here. My hair has gotten thin where I had my weight loss surgery, but it is starting to do its thing and fill back in. You should at least do a little something to your brows because they are like so important to your facial features. I don't always, but you really should. Okay, I'm going to brush away the powder. I don't know if you guys can tell the contrast that did. Just gonna brush this away. I'm going to use my lip exfoliator. I did not get the bundle that they had during Black Friday. That's just the original, and I have this little exfoliating brush. It's just like a little sugar scrub to help get your lips prepared for your lip product. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my white eyeliner. I like to use white because it helps make your eye look like it is more open. And this is smudge proof and waterproof. I'm trying to keep my area more organized. I have all my eyeliner, mascara, and all that stuff in a little tray here. Whether it stays like that, I don't know. My area is a mess. I know y'all don't believe that, but it is. Okay, now I'm going to take this highlighter, and this is the color Iridescent. And I'm going to put it in the corner here. This will also help open up the eye. Hey Amanda, how are you? They also refer to this as donut glaze. And I'll open it out in just a minute. I'm also going to take and put some right here on my cheekbone. This is cream to powder. I can really tell that I exfoliated my lips. It has got the blood going to my lips. That is a new product to me. I never had it before, but we will see. May not use it again, I don't know. It's definitely different. to blend this out. Okay, now I'm going to put on my eyelash primer, and this goes on white, but it does dry clear. I do need to blend this out first, just so there are no harsh edges. This stuff right here is amazing. I was skeptical at first when it came out, but it does do its job. It has vitamin E to help your lashes. If y'all don't care, if you're just hopping on, network my video for me. It helps grow my business. I'm trying to get to pink status this month. Hey Tony, how are you? You guys don't care if you're just hopping on, network my video for me. I'm trying to get to pink status this month. And this is the 4D. It has the fibers and it will give you volume and length. See how red my lips are from that exfoliating? I like it. This mascara is the bomb. Like I said, if you guys have seen me post about the kudos and you're not thinking it's for you because you already have foundation, you can get a lighter color for your concealer stick foundation, or you can get a dark color and use it for your bronzer, or you can get a BB cream, which I have, that I use a lot of days through the week when I'm really in a hurry. It is light to medium coverage. It's a tinted moisturizer, but I really do like it. I use it probably 2 to 3 times a week. And I think I'm going to use just the Epic mascara on the bottom, just because my lashes are still pretty thin on the bottom, and just so I don't get it all over my face, because I end up getting it everywhere. Okay, and now for the lip, and we are about done. Let's see. think I'm going to go for a pink lip today. And this is Sumptuous. It's a real pretty pink. I think I'm going to skip the lip liner. I'm not very good at lip lining. And this is the Liquid Splash. Hey Nancy, how are you? I hope everybody is having a fabulous Saturday. If you're just hopping on, if you don't care, network my video. And I think I might actually go in on top of it with the sparkling, just to kind of give it an ombre look. Just something different. It was Sumptuous. Hey Missy, how are you? Hey McKenna, how are you? I just think that lipstick looks so much different on different people. The colors are different. That's something that is hard for me. I see it on somebody and I'm like, ooh, I like that. But then when I get it, it doesn't look right on me. That just kind of gives it an ombre look. I think all your lipsticks look really good on you, Sierra. And then I get them and I'm like, that Snarky is a really pretty color. And then, didn't you say you put that sparkling on top of it that day? Yeah, that sparkling on top of this. Yeah, that's what I just put on top of it. And now for some setting spray. Oh, I know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use my new setting spray. This is that Luminous setting spray that was in the Black Friday. Have you tried this yet, Sierra? Oh, it smells really good. It smells really good. It smells like coconuts. I'm gonna let that dry. You didn't get to order it? Oh, it smells good. We'll see. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining. If you don't care, network my video, and if I can color match you for any foundation for this month's kudos, just let me know. Like I said, if you it's good, Sierra. It smells good. That's the first time I've ever used it. But if I can help you guys with any color matching for this month's kudos, just let me know. Like I said, I'm trying to hit pink this month. Any help, I would appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Bye.